We've got baseball this Sunday afternoon. It's the Rockies and the Giants, and it's right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Here in the city, it is 66 degrees.
And any wind under 10 miles per hour is a great day to hit. If you look at the flags today, you see that it is a great day to hit.
All right, let's take a look at the Rockies lineup. It'll go like this. McCarthy, Carrig, and then Moniak. Will Castro will be the cleanup hitter, followed by Johnson, Veen, and Beck. Sullivan will hit 8th. Amador will hit 9th.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the right-hander Blade Tidwell. Tidwell, a rookie who has really been impressive in 2 starts. He's had 11. This will be his 11th appearance in this year. He's still looking for his first decision, his first win, his first win of the year.
McCarthy's 1 for 9 in the series, and it's down 0-2. He's hitting .296. He's going to step out after a quick 0-2. And the 0-2 is a shot up the middle. And it'll be Koss with a flat-footed throw. And that's how this game gets started.
That was a nice play. Let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Blade Tidwell. You're going to see 2 types of fastball. He'll throw a fastball over 50% of the time, the 4-seamer and the 2-seamer. 4-seamer mainly is the preference to fastball. The sweeper, he throws that more than anything. It's a good one. He also complements that with a slider and a changeup.
Here's Cole Carrig, and Carrig takes high. Carrig has had 4 at-bats in the series with 1 hit. And the 1-0 is high again. 2 balls and no strikes. Spanish audio is available on the SAP channel. So Carrick takes his timeout. Mickey Moniak is on deck. We are just underway here in San Francisco, and it's 3-0.
Tidwell's a big fella, 6'3", 245, 25 years of age, out of the University of Tennessee. He had Tony Vitello as a college coach.
There's the strike.
Tidwell was initially a 2nd-round pick by the Mets back in June of 2022. So he got to the big leagues in a pretty quick hurry.
3-2. Way off the line at third is Buddy Kennedy. There's Moniak, and the payoff. Here it is. And he walked him. But we're going to get a challenge right off the bat from Kavanaugh, ABS powered by T-Mobile. I think this is a ball, folks.
Well, it's a bit of a gamble taking it in the first inning, but hey, if you're correct, you're a hero.
Here's Moniak. Moniak does not have a hit in this series. And this is going to be a double play. It's kind of tough play. Bryce Eldridge was moving off the bag, and then he had to come back. Not much Garrett could do. And it'll be a double play to end the inning. Take a look at this. Boom, boom.
Doctor.
No score as the Giants are now coming up. And let's take a look at Tony Vitello's lineup. It'll be Gilbert, Devers, and then Eldridge. Jung-Ho Lee will be the cleanup hitter, followed by Basabe, and then Cavanaugh. The bottom three will be Hill, Kennedy, and Koss.
On the hill today for the Colorado Rockies will be the right-hander Gabriel Hughes. Hughes, a rookie. He's in his this will be his 7th start. He's 0-4 on the year, 5.61 ERA. Former first-round pick by the Rockies, 10th overall in 2002 or 2022. He played his college baseball at Gonzaga. Big guy, 6'4", 240.
And here's Drew Gilbert, who's coming off a very nice ball game yesterday, 3 for 4. And he takes a strike. One of those 3 hits was a home run. Six home runs. That was number 6 yesterday. 28 runs batted in. And it's just a shade high, not by much.
Brett Sullivan, the catcher for the Rockies, he thought about challenging that.
He did. And a pop-up. Shallow left field. And Carrick, who has been known to play center field, played that like he was playing center field.
All right, let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Gabriel Hughes. He's got 2 types of fastball, 4-seamer and a sinker, and he'll throw that fastball about 60% of the time. And then the slider, curveball, changeup, and sweeper. I mean, he'll throw all those at any time. Right now, he's been riding the cutter more than anything. His velocity on the fastball between 93 and 95.
Here Devers takes the strike. Devers is 2 for 9 in this series. Overall hitting right at 244. And he takes a low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Devers with 24 home runs. He's got 66 runs batted in. And he goes the other way in a long run for Beck, and Beck is going to watch this one fall. Devers has got to hurry, and he made it.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. Let's take a look at that Rockies defense, brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting the outfield from left to right, it'll be Beck, McCarthy, and Veen, the best arm in right field. Carrick and Castro on the left side of the infield. Amador and Johnston will be on the right side. Brett Sullivan, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Eldridge. Eldridge tries to check his swing, and he does. Eldridge is 2 for 8 in the series. Jams this one into center field. Here comes Devers. Giants lead 1-0. Eldridge with RBI number 32.
Well, this whole homestand, he's been using the middle of the field here. He gets jammed a bit, but he's still inside outs it. And he manages to get it into the outfield to score Devers from second. So a money hit for Eldridge. And that's how you like to have your day start out. Your first at bat.
Here's Jung-Ho Lee. Jung-Ho takes high. He's 2 for 7 in the series. Eldridge with a short lead. And it's down and in, 2-0.
A lot of cutters from Gabriel Hughes.
Two-0 pitch. Papa. Coming in at third is Castro, and Castro will glide to his left and make the catch. And here's Basabe. Basabe has 3 hits in this series. He's 3 for 7. And the righty throws, and it's a strike on the outside corner. Who you got, Mike Romes?
All right, well, we've got Brian Walsh behind the plate. Gabe Morales over first base. Lance Barrett, the crew chief, at second. John Bacon, he'll be at third base today.
Well, he's dotted that spot twice. It's 0-2.
Brian Walsh, he'll give some corners. If he has any inconsistency with his zone, it's at the belt.
Another fastball away. This one was not a strike, but after Basabe took the first 2, he probably figured, I'm not going to press my luck.
Basabe is a real strong top hand hitter.
And that'll end the inning. So the damage is 1. The Giants lead 1-0.
This is brought to you by Roaring Camp Railroads. There's a secret adventure in the trees. Join Roaring Camp's Kids Club for free.
Giants with a 1-0 lead. My favorite bridge of all time.
It's a good one.
You know why?
Why?
Because I've spent a lifetime on it.
So you figure all the hours you're on it, you add them up.
Yeah,
it's
we're buds.
about 6 years of your life.
We're buds. Here's Willie Castro. Castro has a hit in 8 at-bats in this series. And the 1-0 is a swing.
You know, Blake Tidwell calls that last pitch. He calls that a sweeper, but it's not that far removed from a cutter.
Pulled on the ground, a foul.
I mean, he may hold it the way other guys hold it, but everybody's a little bit different with their release, and the movement on that pitch can be a completely different looking pitch, despite the fact that they're thrown in the same way. Just because of a guy's arm slot. But it's an effective pitch. It doesn't have to. A pitch doesn't have to have a lot of break to be effective.
Here's the 2-2. 3-2. And a walk.
Let's take a look at the Giants defense. Is brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law, starting in the outfield from left to right. It'll be Hill, Gilbert, and Lee. Good assist arms across the board. Koss, Kennedy, they'll be on the left side of the infield. Basabe and Eldridge on the right side. And Drew Kavanaugh, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Troy Johnston. And a check swing foul. Castro, the runner at first, has 8 steals. He's been gunned down 4 times. Here's the 0-1. Shot up the middle. That's a base hit. And with the speed of Castro, he'll end up at third. So the leadoff walk is now at third.
You pitch it for the ground ball, you get it, and it simply finds a hole.
So here's Zach Veen, the young power hitter for this Rockies team. Veen's got a home run in this series. And he's out in front of this one. And he rolls it foul.
From Tidwell's perspective, it's pitch for a ground ball early in the count. You get to a 2-strike count, where it would be 0-2, 1-2. Well, then you take a shot at the strikeout. But early in the game, you want to minimize damage and possibility crooked number innings.
And Basabe is going to glove it. It's going to knock in a run, and it'll be an infield hit.
It's unbelievable. It's 2 now. 2 ground balls. Had there been a conventional set, they would have been able to turn a double play. But what happens now with the defenses in regards to double play, you can see where Basabe, the second baseman, is. He's playing to pull. So it really becomes a situation where a lot of balls that are hit towards the middle of the diamond do not get turned into a double play. So from Tidwell's perspective, he's thinking, I did my job. I got the ball on the ground, and they couldn't turn either one.
Here's Beck. See the numbers for Beck. Line drive. Haas knocks it down. They're going to get one there, and now they're going to get the double play. If you're the Rockies, it's just impossible to figure out what you're supposed to do on the bases once Haas didn't catch it.
Well, Johnston was kind of rocking a hard place. I mean, he sees a ball hit behind him, so he takes a break towards third base. Well, then he realizes, I got to get back. It's going to get caught. And then it gets boxed. So he was shot down. They get the force at second and the tag out over at third base. 2 weird double plays already that the Rockies have hit into.
So we have a violation
on Tidwell.
So it's a ball and no strikes to Brett Sullivan. A little tapper that's going to roll foul. The Rockies tie it up here in the second. It all started with a leadoff walk. Here it's low, 3-1. Tidwell gets the sign from Kavanaugh, and the 3-1 is dribbled foul. So now with the count 3-2, the runner at first will take off. And the walk.
So he's upset. This is the type of situation that can really test your patience. And it's hard to have patience with yourself, especially when you're walking guys, especially when they're down the bottom of the lineup.
Here's Amador. He hits a high drive to right. Is the ballpark going to hold it? It's gone. Well, that's a 3-run home run.
And now the walks really come back to haunt you. Both walks in this inning have scored. So Amador is sitting up there looking for a fastball middle in and just yanks it right over the wall on a day that doesn't have a lot of wind to protect the right side of the field, and he hits it out.
It's his first hit of the year.
Second big league home run.
Same spot, same thought.
McCarthy, no balls and 1 strike. A little jam shot that Koss is going to catch, and that'll end the inning. 2 walks, 4 runs.
Telecast is brought to you by Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, now open daily. Come try Vertigo 360, our spinning, flipping, over-the-top new ride. Save on passes and wristbands at beachboardwalk.com.
All of a sudden, it's a 4-1 game. And the hitter will be Drew Cavanaugh. And Cavanaugh with a bunt. And Cavanaugh's got a hit.
Well, that's a sneak attack from a catcher. You don't think catchers are going to put a bunt down and try and get a hit. And that was perfect.
How about his technique?
Well, you tell us about it. You were a good bunter.
I don't think you have to even tell you about it. Just look at it, and that's exactly how you do it. Take a stride and lay it down.
But the only thing he did wrong is wrap the bat with his top hand. Expose his fingers.
Here's Turner Hill. Takes a strike. 0 for 3 yesterday. Did have a sacrifice fly.
See what he did in the minors this year. I combined 2 levels, AA and AAA. He hit 352. You've earned the right to be here.
Wrap foul. It's a quick 0-2.
Now, when you get a guy coming up here with those kind of numbers, you want him to hit the comfort zone, get into where he can relax a little bit. It's tough when you're geeked up with adrenaline.
On the ground the other way. That's 1, and that's all they'll get. So fielder's choice for Turner Hill, and here's Buddy Kennedy. Kennedy had a hit yesterday. His first one in the Giants uniform.
And it had to take the monkey off his back a little bit. He'd been grinding hard to get that knock.
Right at the east to even the count. He's got another hit.
Well, the 2028 MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard is coming to Oracle Park for the first time in more than 2 decades. The best way to guarantee access is become a Giants ticket member. Learn more and place a deposit at sfgiants.com/all-star.
Here's Koss. Koss is 2 for 7 in this series. No balls and 1 strike. Koss gets in on his hands a little bit and he fouls it out of play. It's the other way. So Koss finds himself quickly behind. Holds up.
Put the ball in play. Expand your zone. Take some swing out. Make sure you have total control of your bat head.
2-2.
Those are 2 good sliders off the plate away and 2 good takes from Koss.
Two pitch. Here it is. Fought off another good pitch.
Yeah, that's a good fight him off indeed. That's a perfect pitch.
Koss stepping out, takes his time out. And he got him.
Stayed away right there at the knees. And that's a big strikeout for Hughes. Away, knee high. Finally gets him to fish.
Gilbert takes wide. Gilbert opened up the bottom of the first with a pop-up. On deck is Devers. And a quick 0-2.
That's a good changeup. Haven't seen a lot of those changeups from Hughes. I mean, he's got 6 things he can do, but he can get pigeonholed to fastball, sweeper, or cutter. A lot of cutters today.
Left field line, that'll be out of play.
All right, time now for the play of the game presented by your California Ford dealers. Yesterday, Drew Gilbert hit his 6th home run of the year, came at a 2-0 count off a 4-seam fastball, and Gilbert hit it 105 miles per hour. It was the first of his 3 hits of the day.
Right now, battling 0-2. And he shoots it into center field. He's got a base hit. Here comes Hill. He's going to score. The throw a bit off the line. And it's now a 4-2 game.
That's a momentum builder right there from the Giants dugout. You're down 3 runs and you have a guy come up there and get a 2-out knock and an 0-2 count. And capitalize on a scoring opportunity. That's big mojo.
Well, you get one of your big guys up. Evers doubled down the left field line in the first inning. Two balls, no strikes. So not a fastball count.
No, I mean, I don't think there is such thing anymore. But that 2-0 curveball, well, that's a great pitch. Steal strike one. That's the last thing that Devers was thinking.
At the belt, it's 2-2. Evers just got a piece.
Yeah, he scraped a little red fuzz off the seam.
He didn't get much of it.
It really helps when you have an umpire that's got good hearing. Good curveball, trying to bounce it between home plate and the catcher. I mean, that's exactly where Hughes wanted to throw that pitch.
Down the line, foul. Look out.
Well, if you're going to get wet, you got to get the ball right. And that got out in the pond in a hurry. I doubt you'll see
He knocked him off.
Yes. I love this place. Just tried to come back door by way of that cutter. Yep, he got it. Now you got to figure out how to get back in.
Payoff pitch. High drive. Right field. On a hair. Well, now the Giants have their own three-run home run. And the Giants take the lead. And on the ground is Eldridge. And that'll end the second inning. Boy, the second inning. Both teams score 4 runs. Both teams with 3-run home runs. And only 1 home run deserves bye-bye baby.
Sanford Healthcare.
And the pitch to Cole Carrick is a ball. It's a 5-4 lead for the Giants. How about that? Things turned around really quick.
Well, you know what was great about the Devers home run is he hit the ball in the water on a foul.
Yeah.
You're thinking, well, yeah, he's not going to do it now. Boom. Goes right back in the water fair. I don't remember anybody ever doing that. Very cool. And the
second in his career.
They moved the splash hit to 110. Giants home runs in the water. Home run number 25 for Devers. I mean, it's a big swing of the bat.
So it's been a while. Last home run came against the Tigers on the 7th. Today's the 16th. All right, about a week ago. On one hop to Eldridge.
Well, celebrate the 2026 Pokemon World's Championships with the Giants on Thursday, August 27th. Go to sfgiants.com/Pokemon.
Was this the Hello Kitty Day? I think it was.
Yeah, the Hello Kitty Funko Pop.
Come to the ballpark about 3 hours before the game, and the folks are lined up. They like their Hello Kitty. This is bounced foul. This is what it was.
Thank you.
I guess old, young, everybody got them, right?
Yeah, first 20,000. Hello Kitty's got to work on the fastball, but that's okay.
Didn't bend her back. Really didn't get her arm in a good spot.
Well, a little top heavy in the head. It kind of alters the throwing motion. But
high and foul.
Do you think?
So can you break this down for me about maybe what Hello Kitty needs to do?
Okay, here we go. Everything looks pretty good right now, and all of a sudden, that's a balk. Doesn't care.
That was a quick call, I can tell you.
I mean, oh now, Hello Kitty, oh now.
Come on, Hello Kitty. Out of the stretch, let's go. This is foul back from Mickey Moniak. Well, she did better than the mayor of Cincinnati.
Yep. Yes, she did. Wasn't even close.
Lifted to left as Hill got a shot. Yeah, he does.
Nicely done. Yeah, Hello Kitty did better than the mayor of Cincinnati and 50 Cent.
But that's, I mean, that's a horrible high bar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to beat those guys. I mean, you know, they have the worst throws in the history of the game. So, you know, but she's up there.
Here's Castro. Wasabi. Hit a shutdown inning for Blake Tidwell. All right. Sometimes we're just having too much fun. It's 5-4 Giants. Well, take the Giants on the go this season and stream the games on the NBC Sports app. And it's brought to you by Toyota. Lots going on in the Cove today. It's a nice day, 66 degrees. A little hazy, but still sunshine all over the place. And here's Jung-Hoo Lee. And Jung-Hoo's going to take low. Jung-Hoo Lee with a pop-up that was caught by Willie Castro, the third baseman for this Rockies team. 2-0. This is a very popular jersey, I might add, the Jung-Hoo Lee jersey.
Oh, you see them all over town.
There's a strike. What does Jung-Hoo have for hits this year? How about 126? And it's outside and high.
Well, he's had a solid season. Jung-Hoo Lee fan.
By the way, that leads the team. Devers with 100 and now 15. There's a strike. Willie Adames, who Giants are hoping to get back really soon, has got 100 hits this year. Here's the payoff and a pop-up on a play.
Fan making a play. Yeah, it absolutely lit up his group.
3-2 again. High drive, right field, and it is caught by Bean. Jung-Hoo, you got Oracle.
Yeah, you hit that ball well. And we're seeing more carry today. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of wind in its day. But even at that, I mean, he puts a good charge into this thing, and he never really got to the wall. Veen going to a jump. And Gabriel Hughes appreciated that.
Hughes has got 2 strikeouts. The first strikeout for him came with Basabe at the plate in the first inning. That would have been a really horrible at bat.
Well, yeah, it could have been bad had it been a hit that resulted in an out. I mean, when you check a swing and you get your hands blown up and you hit a ground ball, I guess you have to feel lucky if it goes foul. I mean, Basabe gets another life. All right, this right now, rough at bat. He sees, oh, hey, I got to run.
Well, he does now live to see another pitch. One and two. Hooks it down the left field line. Fair foul. Fair. And Basabe has got himself a 1-out double.
Take a look at the pitch. A little hanger right out over the plate with just a little backup spin on it. And in a 2-strike count, Basabe's eyes got big, breaks it right down the line, and immediately puts himself in score position. That's how you take advantage of a mistake.
Kavanaugh had a very important at bat in the second inning. And all it was a bunt single. And that opened it up for the Giants to score 4 times. The 1-0 pitch, here it is. Swinging a foul. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Little dribbler. On the play, Wasabi goes to third. So a good spot for Turner Hill to come up with his first major league hit. How about that?
Now, he got the first RBI out of the way yesterday with a sac fly. It was a big at bat because it made a 1-1 ball game, a 2-1 Giant lead. There's his family members, 40, traveled all the way from Ohio here. And they're all looking for one thing, a base hit.
On average.
The old man's into it.
I don't think he left his seat from yesterday.
No, I think that's a good point.
It's 2 balls and no strikes. Do we have a challenge by Sullivan?
This is strike. Colorado has 2
ABS
challenges.
powered by T-Mobile.
So the call overturned and a 2-0 count becomes a 1-1 count.
At third, Wasabi, 2 outs. Giants lead 5-4.
Yeah, he's got a good eye. Came out of the minor leagues. He had right in the middle of a 26-game hitting streak, which broke the Sacramento River Cats record for most consecutive games with a base hit.
3-2.
But he basically has lived the dream every minor leaguer has, that if I get hot enough, I'm going to go to the big league. Well, that's exactly what happened to him.
And his first big league hit. And it's 6-4. And a big.
Well, it comes in a 2-strike, 2-out situation. And that is a big hit. That's a money hit. And look at his dad. That's my boy. He's got himself a batting average. And he fights off a pretty good cutter right on the hands. That's where Hughes wanted to put it. Nice at bat, kid.
Give you an idea that there's a line drive off the bat of Buddy Kennedy, and that's going to end the inning. All right, John Miller will be in. I'll see you back here in the 7th. It's 6-4 Giants.
Doubleheader on Saturday, August 29th, right here at Oracle Park. Giants take on Arizona Diamondbacks in 2 separate games, each featuring a giveaway. Catch one game or make it a full day at the ballpark with tickets to both tickets for each game are sold separately. Learn more at sfgiants.com/doubleheader. 6-4 Giants, top of the 4th. Here to tell you all about it, our Hall of Famer, John Miller.
All right, Mike, and for the Giants, 6 runs in these first 3 innings. After the 6-run 4th inning yesterday, the bats have come alive these last couple of days. And ball 1 from Blade Tidwell, and now ball 2 facing Troy Johnston. The Rockies themselves had a 4-run 2nd inning rally. And Tidwell, well, now he's behind 3-0. That finding the strike zone, that his ability to throw strikes has come and gone so far today. Right down the middle, 3-1.
You know, you've got a 2-run lead. One thing you do not want to do is walk the leadoff hitter in an inning. When you have a 2-run lead, you want to make that guy swing the bat. You have to make that guy swing the bat.
And he did walk the leadoff hitter in the 2nd inning. And that ended up being a 4-run inning for Colorado. He walked another one later in that same inning. He's walked 3 just in the first 2 innings. Right to the shortstop. Koss, 1 away.
And that's a nice comeback. Get that first out. You know, when you walk a guy especially for young pitchers. You walk a guy to start an inning out, you're mad at yourself. And as bad as it is to put a guy on base for free that way, it fractures your confidence because you're so angry at yourself. It takes away from your ability to concentrate on the next pitch you're about to throw. Nothing good about a leadoff walk.
Well, you were fearing that he was going to issue a leadoff walk, but he came back, got Johnston. Now Veen pops one into shallow center, and Gilbert. He had a long run for it, but he had a lot of time to take that long run.
I think he comes in well on a ball. And he didn't have a great first step to the ball either. I mean, he expected a little more than what he got off that fly ball. First step was backwards.
Is that common for a lot of outfielders?
You know, I think it is when they have a big hitter at the plate, a power hitter at the plate. You see a fly ball come off, I mean, you just anticipate it's going to have some distance to it, and you can get fooled.
And that was Veen. We know he's got lots of power. He crushed one of the longer home runs into the bay we've ever seen down the right field line.
Very Barry Bonds-like. That's what I'm trying to say. But you're right, it was a big one.
But Gilbert was able to run it down nonetheless. 0-2 the count as Beck takes one way outside. Beck is another guy, as is today's Colorado starter Gabriel Hughes, out of Gonzaga. He's just a few years senior to Hughes, 29-year-old. And I've got the wrong guy. He played at Tennessee. As did Tidwell. There we go. We'll be back.
By Lazy Boy, we are going to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Giants lead 6-4, and we promised you a Hall of Famer, John Miller. Welcome to the booth.
Now, for the Giants, a lot of offense today, and Blade Tidwell, he's alternated. He's looked great, and he's looked like a young guy. Then he's looked great again. And he got through that last inning, and he started the inning like a young guy with the 3-0 count, and yet he got through it, and including that guy.
Well, he found his composure within the at-bat, and he managed to come back with a strike, and then he wound up getting the out. But I mean, that's a big deal. And you're so schooled by your pitching coach, your manager, about leadoff walks.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. And when you do it, you are so upset with yourself. And the point I make is it absolutely can take away your concentration to the next hitter, because you're mad at yourself for walking the leadoff hitter.
So it's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride for him so far today.
It really has.
Even within the same at bat by Johnston to start the fourth inning. Cross against Hughes. Hughes, the young guy. Now, he made his major league debut against the Giants. He got a save in his major league debut because he went 3 innings in a 15-3 game. But the Giants never did score against him that game on July the 3rd. And then he had some starts and he pitched pretty well. But his last 2 starts, he got clobbered. Gave up a grand slam in both of those games. The bunt, and Sullivan made it look easy. Nicely done by Sullivan, 1 away. Not a bad idea, but I think he was trying to push it somewhere else.
Well, I mean, you've got to get it far enough away from the catcher that he can do exactly what Sullivan did, get out to it easily and throw him out. So it was a good idea, but Koss absolutely not happy with execution.
And I don't want to forget that the Giants' 4-run second inning rally that answered the Rockies' 4-run second started with a bunt. Here is Gilbert on 1. It was Drew Cavanaugh led off the last of the second. 4-1 Rockies at the time, and he laid down a beautiful bunt for a hit. There wasn't even a play made on it. And then they got 4. 0-2 now to Gilbert. Gilbert got the 2 strikes in the second inning with 2 down, and he knocked in a run. It was a critical at bat, and that made it 4-2 Colorado. And then the next hitter, Devers, hit the 3-run homer, and suddenly the Giants were back ahead.
He is really stringing together a bunch of quality at bats and just oozing confidence. projecting confidence.
0-2. Still 0-2.
And the other thing that has been impressive about these consecutive quality at bats has been what he's been able to do with 2 strikes. The hit that he had today, the money hit, that was a 2-strike at bat.
Rockies bullpen is busy. Slow chop. Hughes over to cover, and it's bobbled. Johnston, and maybe out of the corner of his eye, I'm speculating here, he saw the hustle of Drew Gilbert. Anyway, he did not handle it. Gilbert safe.
Just such a great example of what speed can do to a play. If it upsets the rhythm of the play and it makes a player rush or hurry, this could be the result. He never got a grip on it. He took his eye off the ball to see where Gilbert was, and it cost him the play. It's an error, but boy, that's a hustle hit in the eyes of a manager.
And I think our shot of it from that center field camera showed that when he did pick it up and he did take a look, Gilbert was maybe a little closer to the bag than he thought he would be.
I love it. I mean, I remember Joe Garagiola. He was such a great commentator because he would simplify things beautifully. And his favorite saying about speed has no slump, and it always has an effect on the defense.
Rockies pitching coach Alan Leichman out. Rockies have had action going in their bullpen since the inning began. And there he is, Nick Frasso. That's 72 pitches in the game thrown so far by Hughes. And here is Devers. Steps off the slab. He was getting distracted over there by Gilbert. Gilbert started to lengthen his lead a little bit and got his attention. Devers has hit a double along the left field line and a laser beam into San Francisco Bay. And ball 1. Again, he started lengthening his lead. And a called strike right on the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Devers now 25 home runs for the year. And it's the 6th year in a row he's hit 25 or more. It's kind of a short list of guys who've done that. Well, he got it picked off right there. He'd been doing that, and this time he went ahead and threw it over there. Well, you don't want to see that happen with your slugger at the plate.
There's no reason for it, for that very reason. And that is something that he just learned today the hard way.
So 2 down, nobody on. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Devers. Right on the outside corner again. Changeup. 1-2.
You know, you're trying to disrupt the concentration of a pitcher or whatnot, but you can also do that to the guy in the batter's box. And you're in scoring position when you're at first base with Devers up.
And from shallow right field, Devers thrown out by Amador. 6-4 Giants as we head to the 5th.
True baseball fans need Wi-Fi that's so reliable it never gets caught looking. Xfinity Internet keeps you in the game at one price for 5 years. Allows you to get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that.
In the number 5, Brett Sullivan, soft ground ball, breaking to cover first. Tidwell gets the feed from Eldridge. 1 away.
Now, that's a nice play, and it's really difficult for the first baseman because you got to come in on the plane, and then you have to be able to adjust your footwork so you can get a flip off with accuracy to your pitcher, who's always looking at the ball and he's not looking at the bag. A lot going on there, and they executed it flawlessly. Nice play.
Now here is Adael Amador. He got his first at bat of the year in the game yesterday in the 9th inning as a pinch hitter. And then his second at bat of the year was a 3-run homer in the 2nd inning today. He hit .261 at Albuquerque, which is really a great place to hit. And he had 11 home runs in 86 games. I probably didn't see that one coming.
Well, no cheap either.
A majestic drive way over the right field wall.
Well, one thing that Tidwell learned against Amador is that he can hit the ball on his hands. I mean, he threw a cutter on his hands. Amador, I mean, he pulled his hands in and his elbows were bent when he hit that ball at the ballpark. So from a pitcher's perspective, stay away, but you don't want to walk him either.
And it's a 4-pitch walk.
Here's the ball he hit out. Look at the hands pull in and the elbows collapse. I mean, that's middle in with a little cut working in towards Amador.
Well, that made it a 4-run inning. 2 of those runs were put aboard on walks in that inning. And this walk is the 4th of the game allowed by Tidwell. Now the leadoff man, McCarthy, takes a curve in the dirt.
That's
New ball is put in play.
4 walks is too many. But the way he pitched Amador in that last at bat, he's not sure where to throw it. Doesn't know him.
So Amador is in his head now.
You bet he is. With that swing of the bat. He took away the cut on the hands.
Amador, he's only 23 years old. Well, now it's 2-0. So he had not thrown a strike since he got Sullivan to ground out. McCarthy is grounded to short and popped out to short. Runner at first, 1 out. 3-0. And the Giants bullpen will be ready. Sam Hentges is up.
And Tidwell about to throw the biggest pitch of the game for him right now.
They got the call on that one, and it didn't have to be called a strike. That was not right in there. Now time taken by McCarthy. Well, if McCarthy had challenged, I think he would have gotten first base. Well, there it is.
Yeah, it really wasn't close. But that's the one part of the strike zone that a lot of guys don't trust. They don't know it very well. They know the corners. They know the bottom of the strike zone, but the top of the strike zone is still a bit of a mystery to them.
3-1 the count. Well, he walks him anyway. Now the pitch count is not huge, but that's going to do it. He's only at 63 pitches, but that 2 straight walks here, and all the big hitters are coming up. Carrick and then Moniak, the next 2.
Well, that's a tough exit because you had a 2-run lead in the 5th inning, and you can't qualify for a win unless you go 5.
He's only had 1 strikeout in this game, so that's the day for Tidwell. 2 on, 1 out. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
The Giants 6, the Rockies 4. The Rockies with a threat in the 5th inning after a couple of walks that sealed the deal for Blade Tidwell's exit. And here is 6 foot 8 inch tall Sam Hentges in to face Carrick. The middle infield will play him at double play depth. And the dirt blocked by Cavanaugh. Ball 1.
Big Sam's having a good season. One of the things that he does that is such a standout for a guy coming out of the pen is he can get a swing and a miss on a pitch. He can also get that same pitch hit on the ground.
Back to the screen.
And when you can get a swing and a miss on a pitch and a ground ball coming out of the bullpen, that's an asset.
Amador at second, McCarthy at first. They both run well. Carrick has walked and grounded out to first today as a left-handed hitter, but now batting right-handed. Down the third base line, a fair ball. So Amador will score, and into third, stopping is McCarthy. A double for Carrick. 6-5 Giants.
Well, he gets that ground ball and it finds a hole. This ball right down the third baseline. Buddy Kennedy just can't quite get to it. So it sets up a big inning now for the Rockies, and it now has become a pure strikeout situation for Sam Hinches.
Mickey Moniak is lined out to first into a double play and fouled out to left, and that is a foul into the second deck. One out in the inning. The possible tying runs at third, McCarthy, and the possible go-ahead run also in scoring position at second. 0-2 the count.
That's a good breaking ball right there. Now you take that same pitch and you move it off the plate about 6 inches and see if Moniak will go and chase.
Well, right out over the plate. A long fly ball. But this is going to tie the game. Both runners tag up, and both have moved up. It's tied up. McCarthy scores 6-6, and Carrick also moves.
And that's a nice at bat for Moniak to get the situational at bat accomplished in a 2-strike count. A mistake from Hinches, just too much of the strike zone with that pitch.
So now 6-6. All those runs charged to the record of Blade Tidwell. He allowed 6 runs on 3 hits and 5 walks allowed, and 4 of those walks became runs, including both of the runs in this inning. 0-2.
Boy, nothing eats a pitcher up more than that, walking guys and having them score. You are doing some serious soul searching right now. There's his line: 3 hits and 4 1/3. That's great. 5 walks, no bueno.
Now Carrick, the possible go-ahead run at third. Infield back, normal depth, 2 down. That fastball, 97 miles an hour, but Castro was not tempted. Castro has walked. That started the second inning rally as he led off that inning. He grounded out to second his last time. And a foul. What Carrick, they love him for his speed, his defense. He's a Gold Glove caliber center fielder already. And his impulse on that ground ball, he made a leap for it, as if I can get this one.
Why not?
2-2. Sam Hinches trying to hold the line right here. Well, from 0-2 now it's going to 3-2.
Pretty easy takes too.
Two down, runner at third. 3-2 the count. Strike 3 call, and he knew it. That was right in there. But the Rockies have tied it 6-6.
Well, the Giants play a split doubleheader on Saturday, August 29th, and Game 1 of 105 is highlighted by a Jung Hoo Lee bobblehead presented by Plus to the first 15,000 fans. The bobblehead comes complete with a removable Jung Hoo Crew foam finger. That's right. Go to sfgiants.com/promotions. I want to get that. I want to get that. I want to get that.
Man, that one has it all. Bryce Eldridge. Ball one. Eldridge knocked in the Giants' first run with a single to center in the first inning. Grounded out to second to end the second inning. Hughes down and in his 78th pitch of the afternoon. Giants have put 6 runs up against him, but yet here he is in a tie game in the 5th inning. Rockies bullpen though is busy. 3-0. Jung-Hoo Lee on deck.
I think it's Nick Frasso out there in the bullpen, John.
He was up before. Second time for him. And just foul.
All right, some work for Steve Kowalski, our ball dude on the first base side, although I think he's going to lose the chance. All right, Killer, come back later. We'll have one for you. And over on the third baseline, it's Matthew Williams.
A walk for Eldridge.
Leadoff walk. Even worse.
That's the first walk allowed by Hughes. And the manager with the left-handed hitting Jung-Hoo Lee coming up. Warren Schaefer to take the ball from Hughes, who goes 4+. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on.
Well, at Giants.tv, you can watch NBC Sports Bay Area Giants games in San Francisco home television territory with no blackouts. Take advantage of the price drop right now, just $34.99 for the rest of the season.
There is the classic Willie McCovey statue out on McCovey Point on the other side of McCovey Cove. It's beautiful over there. They're building a park on the other side of the cove. There's a called strike to Jung-Hoo Lee.
Just got called up from Albuquerque. This will be his 4th appearance. And Frasso, I mean, big tall guy, 6'5", 200 pounds, and he throws hard. You'll see high 90s, even 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. Curveball, slider, and a changeup to go with that fastball.
He's out of Loyola Marymount down in Southern California. Originally was drafted in 2020 by the Toronto Blue Jays. He's got a kind of a violent follow through after he throws.
Yeah, I mean, he looks pretty smooth until he plants his front foot, and then he gets all herky-jerky like he's having a spasm out there after he gets rid of the ball.
It gives you a lot of wild body parts moving around after he throws the pitch. And it's 3-1.
All right, let's take a look at the follow through. And this looks like he get his finger in the electrical socket. Yeez!
Yeah. Three and two.
But if you're wondering if that is a distraction of the hitter, it's not. I mean, they're looking at the ball coming out of the hand. They don't see the follow through, but it is definitely getting talked about in the other dugout because well, it's unusual.
Yeah, it's definitely a distraction for somebody like me.
And me.
It's the only thing I've seen. 3 and 2, and a pop up. Shallow left field. Look out! Almost a collision. Beck did catch it as Carrick just got out of his way.
And this is the one collision you fear because they're going right at each other. And one thing you do not want to do is run into Jordan Beck. He's a big fella.
And Carrick, he's a center fielder normally. His job is to go catch anything, everything. And he wanted to go catch that one. Now Basabe. Oh, Johnston gave him the deke. You think he shouted out like, "Oh my God, I have to go chase it"?
Well, Shane Robinson about blew out a lung, though, telling him to stay on the bag, the Giants' first base coach. So, a lot going on there.
On one.
It's not a bad deke. I mean, the guy is head down there. He doesn't see it now. He sees you heading off. Elder's going, seriously? You're going to do that to another first baseman? Come on, man. We're in a fraternity here.
Don't you know where I play? And that's in there for a strike. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Eldridge at first, 1 out, 6-6 the score. Last of the 5th. One and two, change up that time. Basabe, he fell behind 0-2 back in the 3rd inning. He's having a hard time making contact against Hughes. Then all of a sudden he hit a double down the left field line. That resulted in the Giants' 6th run ultimately. Oh, look out. Off the bat there. Ouch. Oh, ouch, right on my hand. I hope I didn't break anything.
And I think they ruled a foul ball. No, they're ruling that he did indeed get hit. So now maybe the Rockies have a turn here to review and maybe question this play.
Well, Dave Greshner is. I think there's no question in his mind that he got hit right on the hand.
Well, Dave Greshner, I mean, he's been around the block 100 times, so he's going to come over and the first thing he's going to say to Basabe is, did you really get hit?
I'll talk to you after.
Let's take a look. Talk about Frasso being a bit wild. Yeah, it did. I think he did get his right hand.
Well, and there you see he immediately screamed in pain.
Yeah, got his hand.
Well, and hopefully he's okay. Seems to be. That puts 2 men on for the Giants now and brings up Drew Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh got a bunt single leading off the 2nd inning, and that was how the Giants started a 4-run rally. He bounced out to the pitcher his next time up. Now he'd like to get himself an RBI or 2. With 2 men on, 1 man out in a tie game.
You know, Cavanaugh's he's a good fastball hitter. You make a mistake in the zone, he can make you pay.
Not in the zone. Not close. Cavanaugh, 247 batting average. 1-1.
That's good. It's a good changeup right there.
He does have. He gets on base a lot. Gets a lot of walks. 360 on base average. That's a base hit to left field. Now Eldridge will be held at 3rd by Gary Pettis, and the bases are loaded.
Well, time now for our Ultimate Performer, brought to you by your Bay Area BMW Centers. Turner Hill, first major league hit. Well, he got it at the bottom of the 3rd base. And not only that, it was a 2-strike, 2-out swing of the bat that put a run on the board. And his old man about had a coronary. It was wonderful. And yes, indeed, they got the ball.
Turner Hill got his first RBI in his first game yesterday with a sacrifice fly. Put the Giants ahead. It was a big moment in that game. Well, they needed to get somebody home. And now his first hit also knocked in a run in the 3rd inning of this one. Now he's got 3 men on. The off-speed delivery, 0-1. That was his dad, by the way, Steve, from Marietta, Ohio. His mom is here. Nicole, sister, Adeline, also here. just a bit high. 1-1.
It's not really a comfortable at bat when you're hitting against Frasso because he throws hard. He's all over the place. A little bit easier for a guy from the left side than the right side.
3 men on, 1 man out. Middle infield, double played that. Another changeup.
That's a good one.
He's shown him 3 in a row. And he's ahead of him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eldridge at third, Basabe at second, Kavanaugh at first. And back to the screen. A 4th straight changeup.
Yeah, nobody said it was going to be easy when you got to the big leagues.
To the screen. He fought off some 98-mile-an-hour heat after 4 straight changeups.
That's not easy to do. But one thing it looks like Turner Hill has is bat hit control. I mean, you can't hit 352 in professional baseball at any level if you don't have bat control.
Back to the changeup. He got it. And mound visit, you got the right-handed batting Kennedy coming up.
Yeah, it winds up being a really good pitch from Frasso because he had a chance to go out of the strike zone with the hopes that a hitter would chase, and he gets Turner Hill to do that very thing.
Pitching coach out there, Alan Leichman, and now a word from Jack in the Box.
Don't get FOMO. Get my Philly-style bonus Jack combos and new Philly Munchie Meal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
So Buddy Kennedy, he got his first hit as a Giant yesterday and has been hitting line drives ever since. He drove one to the warning track in center, his final at bat after his hit, which was also hit very hard yesterday. And today he had another line drive hit to left and then a line drive to short that was caught. Giants are looking for a big hit here with 2 down. Bases loaded. Frasso was able to strike out the rookie, and now he throws a strike on the inside to Kennedy.
There you see the puck knob that he has on his bat. I see more and more guy using those.
Up and in. And it's 0-2.
Everybody likes thin handle bats, and you can get top heavy, but if you have the handle and you have a little more weight down below your bat, it has tendency to make the bat feel like it's a little bit better balanced. The puck knob.
0-2 the count. 3 men on.
It's a little bit of education I got about the bats from Giants clubhouse manager Brad Grimms, who loves to talk about bats.
Off the outside. There's that 99 you were talking about. Eldridge at third, Basabe at second, Kavanaugh at first. And the changeup. He took it.
It's hard to believe a guy can throw 100 miles an hour, but he relies on his changeup more than he does the fastball.
All 3 of the runners ready to take off at the crack of the bat with 2 down. Another changeup.
Oh, that's a great take. Frasso made the pitch, the exact pitch he wanted to make. That's a 2-2 pitch. You had a chance to go out of the strike zone. Located it perfectly.
The crowd comes alive at Oracle Park. The runners ready to go. There they go. And he walked in a run.
That is a great at bat from Buddy Kennedy.
And he's a new man since he got that hit yesterday. That line drive single.
Totally a new man. Took all the pressure off himself.
It's a walk and a run batted in. And the Giants are back ahead 7-6. And now Koss will try and add on. Eldridge, who led off the inning with a walk, scores. High along the right field line. And back in amongst the spectators, out of play. So now Basabe at third, Cavanaugh at second, and Kennedy at first. Koss is 0 for 2 in the game. Back to the screen. He came right down the middle. At 97 on that one.
So Koss, do whatever you need to do to put that ball in play.
All right, change up.
Yeah, he can go out of the strike zone a couple times here.
Change up. Inning over. The Giants on one hit do tie the game, or go back ahead.
Our upcoming schedule brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Off day tomorrow. Then the Giants take on the Cleveland Guardians Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then it's on to Boston for a 3-gamer over the weekend. Home against Cincinnati and Arizona. Lots of baseball left.
Sam Hentges with the Giants back ahead 7-6. Ball one to Troy Johnston. Johnston has singled and lined out to short. Doing one. Tidwell went 4 into third, the Giants starter, and he walked the last 2 hitters he faced, and that was the story of his day. A lot of walks. Now 3-1.
Well, and it hasn't been an especially tight zone with Brian Walsh, the plate umpire. I mean, I think he's had a good strike zone today. Just been a lot of wildness.
3-1 the count, and that was, speaking of wildness, well off the outside. That's a leadoff walk, and we haven't seen that many of those from Hentges more recently. Earlier, he came up, coming back from surgery, and he was very wild. And the walk totals were extremely high, but he's showing a lot harder and with much better control. The last several weeks. Bunted, foul by Veen.
That's a bit of a surprise when Rockies are down by a run and you got Veen up there who has lots of power. I mentioned the home run he hit earlier in this series. It was in the Cove, one of the longest ones in the water we've ever seen. Certainly by a visiting player.
He was just recently up in the minor leagues. He also homered in their last game before they got to town. He had homered in consecutive games. In 5 at bats, he'd hit 2 home runs already after being called up. Right out in front of the plate. And Cavanaugh to second. Out! Koss covering.
Now that is a great play, and Cavanaugh really shows off the arm. And it looked to me like Johnston may have slowed up a little bit. I mean, he went into a slide, but it was a soft slide. He did not expect to be thrown out. I mean, great play from Cavanaugh.
Now Jordan Beck. Ball 1. Well, that's huge. You got a 1-run lead. And the Rockies power hitter, Veen, up there, and it's just a wasted at bat for him. Keeping an eye on him. He runs pretty well too. Seven to 6 Giants. The Giants have action going in the bullpen once again. And so do the Rockies. 2-0. It is JT Brubaker starting to get ready out there.
He's been one of the go-to guys out of the bullpen for Tony Vitello. It's a lot of work here this last month.
Right there. Right. Perfect pitch. At the knees on the corner.
Yeah, I had a little fuzz on it too.
Two and one. That is Veen over at first base. Eldridge on the bag with him. He continues to struggle with the command here. 3-1. Beck hit a liner that ended up being a double play in the second inning. He struck out his next time. High and foul and out of play. 3-2. The left-handed hitter Sullivan is on deck. Giants head to Cleveland after the game. 3-game series at Progressive Field starting Tuesday, 3:40 Pacific time. Carson Wisenhunt will make the start in that one. Back out of play. That was 95 again. Also Wednesday at 3:40. There's Wisenhunt. He's been pitching really well.
Yes, he has. He's definitely looking forward to his next start.
And it's a walk. Well, 2 walks in the inning. Giants pitching in this game now has walked 7.
Yeah, it's uncharacteristic of what they've been doing recently. So Justin Message is going to come out. I think he's going to try and calm down Sam Hinches. I mean, you don't normally have to worry about a veteran who lets his emotions carry into the next pitch. But I think he's just going to give him a bit of a breather here. But Hinches is ticked off. You're mad at yourself. Brubaker, I mean, he's ready to go. I mean, he didn't need any extra pitches, extra time.
So he's got the left-handed hitter now, Sullivan, coming up with Veen at second, Beck at first. Sullivan has walked and scored a run, and he is grounded out. Those plate appearances were against the starter, Blade Tidwell. Hunter Goodman, the regular catcher, the big slugger, the all-star, he's hurting a little bit right now. That is a called strike. Goodman was in the lineup originally yesterday and was a late scratch with some inflammation in his right shoulder. He's hit 34 home runs.
Yeah, he doesn't want time off. He wants back in that lineup.
Foul off the left field line, off the netting.
But you know, the discomfort that he had in his shoulder is significant because he's not DHing. I mean, if you have a sore arm as a catcher, I mean, you could take a couple days off but still hit as a DH. But if you're too sore to swing the bat or throw, then you got to sit.
0-2 the count. 2 men on, 1 man out. Broken bat, softly hit. Crosses plays at first. Nicely done, but the runners advance. And that bat exploded.
Just past Hinches. It was going to be all costs. No chance to get the force out at second base.
So now the switch hitter, Amador, is going to come up. The Giants will go to their bullpen. Brubaker coming in with runners at second and third. We'll be back. Giants 7, Rockies 6. We're in the 6th inning. Every inning, it's been kind of a Coors Field kind of a game today, where every inning is its own separate battle. And the 6th inning is no different. The Giants, so the Rockies get 2 to tie the game in the 5th inning. Hedges came in during that inning, and then the Giants regained the lead in their half of the 5th inning. The Rockies went to their pen. Now the Rockies have runners at 2nd and 3rd, and the Giants go back to their bullpen. And Adael Amador, who hit a 3-run homer batting left-handed his first time, comes up batting left-handed again. Foul ball. I think it hit it off his foot or his leg anyway. But Brubaker, I guess he saw nobody gave a signal, so he went after it.
Absolutely go after it. You never know. Assume it's fair till it's not.
Veen at 3rd, Beck at 2nd. Amador's hit a 3-run homer and walked. And a save. Oh, here comes the runner, but he scores. He didn't know where the ball was. And now the runner's going to 3rd.
Wow. I mean, that's an aggressive play from Veen's perspective at 3rd base, and he definitely shows off his speed, but he also shows off instinct and a little courage. I mean, this ball doesn't get away from Kavanaugh. He never found it. I mean, that can happen. I mean, that's a nightmare for a catcher because you don't know where the ball is. But for a guy from 3rd base to go with a ball that's close to as close as that was to home plate, that's crazy. But boy, did it pay dividends.
But then after that, the runner from 2nd, Beck, belatedly took off and made it 7-7.
Man, that's a good play.
When's the last time you saw that?
Well, I don't remember if I've ever seen that. I mean, that ball trickled away, and it was literally 4 feet away from Kavanaugh, and he didn't know where it was. I mean, you can't follow Kavanaugh. I mean, that happens. Ball in the dirt, can score anywhere. You can't find it. Talk about panic.
2-2 to Amador. So 7-7. Nobody's hit the ball. The ball has not gone anywhere except just behind the foot of Drew Kavanaugh, and yet they have a run home. Now 3-2. And if you're Brubaker, he may never have seen something like that either. And he walked it. And the walks. Rockies have not had a hit in this inning. 3 more walks.
Take a look at the pitch, and I mean, that thing is so close. You think, how could a guy in a 2-strike count take that? As it turned out, it indeed was in the strike zone.
And I'm guessing Kavanaugh the Giants only have 1 challenge remaining. But that is one of those high leverage challenges. If you challenge and you're right, the inning's over. Jake McCarthy 0 for 2 with a walk. Seems like the whole Rockies lineup has at least 1 walk. They have drawn 8 walks from Giants pitching in these first 6 innings.
That's about 6 too many.
Beck at 3rd, Amador at 1st. 2-0, 3-0.
Well, Brubaker's got a base open, so he's nibbling away at McCarthy. I mean, he's a 294 hitter, hitting with a lot of confidence.
And he's been a real tough out for the Giants most of this year, although they've done well against him in this series. And that's a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are loaded.
Yeah, he pitched him like he really didn't want any part of him. So there are some boos, and you understand the frustration for the fans. Well, that's exactly how the players on the field feel.
So Brubaker has come in and walked 2 in a row. And now Carrig. We're only in the 6th inning. And here's Carrig, young guy who's hit really well. He's had a double today and a walk. 293 average. And his OPS is up near well over 800 and a foul. So he's got lots of extra base. He's only had 184 official at bats for the year. He's gotten a lot of walks. 5 homers, 15 doubles now, 3 triples. That is a strike. Oh, 2. Beck at third, Amador at second, McCarthy at first. A run in, 7-7. Oh, it hit him. On an 0-2 pitch, he hits it. And that puts the Rockies ahead 8-7.
Well, frustration is the last thing Brubaker wanted to do. He had him deep in a hole, 0-2. And he hits him on the, well, I'm not sure where it hit him.
With Moniak, the left-handed hitter, up, the Giants have the left-hander up in the bullpen, Raver San Martin. We'll have to study that replay again. But they are going to the bullpen with the bases loaded. Rockies back ahead 8-7. And this is an inning where the Rockies have not had a hit. They've only had 2 guys who even put the ball in play, and both of those were ground ball. One was even a bunt.
A lot of frustration on the Giants field right now. Right now, Raver San Martin takes the ball for Tony Vitello, trying to get his team off the field.
Moniak, powerful left-handed hitter with the bases loaded. Base hit. 1 run in, and it gets away from Hill, and 2 runs are in, and everybody else advances a base. The Rockies, that is their 5th hit of the game.
Well, first pitch, I mean, he was just up there looking for something out over the plate. And a nice swing in the bat going the other way. And here's where there's another mistake. And it costs Giants 90 feet, and everybody moves up.
Two-run single plus the error. Pop fly in foul ground. And the inning is over. What a nightmare. Join the Giants to celebrate the recent Hall of Fame inductee Jeff Kent on Saturday, August 29th. Giants will retire the Forever Giants number 21 in the pregame ceremony before Game 2 of the day-night doubleheader before the 7:05 p.m. game. First 21,000 fans will receive a Hall of Fame replica ring presented by Farmers Insurance. Get your tickets now at sfgiants.com/Hall of Fame. Now the Giants trailing 10-7 now, and the left-hander Mushinski comes in from the Rockies bullpen. Top of the order, starting with Drew Gilbert, and of course Gilbert has not yet shown that he is ready to hit left-handed pitching. Called a strike on the inside with that breaking ball. So here's Mashinsky in his 7th game. 4 2/3 innings. He's walked 4, so he can be really wild. He's also allowed 8 hits. So he's allowed 12 base runners in 4 2/3 innings. Popped up. Johnston, 1 away. Now in center field for the Rockies is Cole Carrig, and Ezekiel Tobar moves in to shortstop. He was taking the day off until now. On 1 to Devers. Beck is still in left field. Devers high in the air to left field. Battling the sun and the wind. Beck makes the catch. Handled it well back near the wall. That carried well.
You could see the reaction too from Jordan Beck. He said, wow, that ball did a little dance on him up in the sky.
McCarthy now has gone to right field, so Veen is out of the game, and Norby has come in to play second base, so Amador is out.
Veen may have done something when he had that slide into home plate when he scored the tying run.
Bryce Eldridge, 2-0 the count. Eldridge singled home the Giants' first run of the game back in the 1st inning. He's grounded out and walked since then. He walked leading off the 5th inning and scored the Giants' 7th run. And that curves in over the outside for a strike. Colorado Rockies have 10 runs and they have 5 hits.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
It's been a while since I've seen game totals that look like that.
Well, you see a lot of them in low A ball, but not at the big league level.
10 runs, 5 hits. Back to the screen. Been a good rip there by the Giants' young first baseman. 10 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 7 runs, 9 hits for the Giants. Problem for the Giants is they've walked 9 Rockies and hit 1. 10 free runners. That might have hit him. It did.
Was it did they rule it a hit batsman or was it a walk? Let's see. Let's take a look. Well, he's going to get first base either way, but yeah,
it must have been a walk.
So the Rockies return the favor with a 1-out walk, with a 2-out walk.
Second time that Eldridge has walked, and here's Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee, who had a walk and 2 hits yesterday, is hitless today, although he drove one deep into right center his last time that got caught. On the outside. Brewers lead the Dodgers on the out-of-town scoreboard 4-1 last of the 7th down in L.A. Right center field, shallow, and McCarthy. 10-7. The Rockies lead. Dwayne Kuiper back with Mike next.
All right, time now for our game summary. It's brought to you by Toyota. It is Rockies 10, Giants 7 through 6 full innings of play. The Rockies just 5 hits on the day, but they've taken advantage of a lot of walks, hit batsmen, and just some sloppy play. They go into this top of the 7th inning, 10-7. And here to tell you more about it, my partner, Dwayne Kuiper.
All right. I'm trying to figure out where we are. We're in San Francisco, right?
I think so.
This is Troy Johnston. Johnston, he led off the 6th inning. You want to guess what he led off with in the 6th inning?
Walk.
A walk.
Been 9 walks given up by Giants pitching today.
Two balls and a strike. Four runs in that 6th inning. On 1 hit is Basabio. Cut this one off at the edge of the grass. 1 out. And here's Norby. And Norby fouls it.
I mean, it'd be one thing if you could blame it on a strike zone that was really tight or whatever, but you can't blame Brian Walsh, plate umpire.
Blame it on something. I don't know what it is yet, but I am going to blame it on something.
Well,
line drive, that'll be a base hit. So Norby's got 1 at bat, and he's got a hit. And that'll bring up Jordan Beck. Beck drew 1 of those walks in the 6th inning. Giants issued 4 walks in that 6th inning. And 3 of the 4 scored as Tony Vitello's coming out. Tony's going to use the whole bullpen today.
why not?
Day off tomorrow. He might even get Logan Webb into this game.
Well, maybe as a pinch hitter. You never know. He's eligible.
So the motion goes to the bullpen, and it'll be Keaton Wynn who's coming in, and we'll be back. Ten-7, and Keaton Wynn is your new pitcher.
Take a look at the numbers for Keaton Wynn. This is his 44th appearance on the year. 2-3 with a 2.98 ERA, 33 strikeouts against 16 walks, 2-1 strikeout walk ratio. Very good. Wynn, 28 years of age, is start of his 3rd year at the big league level. Out of Ollie, Iowa, population 210. Howdy.
Facing Jordan Beck. And Beck takes low. Beck doesn't have a hit, but he scored twice. Two balls and no strikes.
Ball down in the dirt, kind of smothered it, kicks away.
Here he pours in a strike.
Sometimes that's all it takes is just throw one strike and everything relaxes. All right, good to go.
Runner goes and a Tapper foul.
I think he could have stole that base standing up.
He got a walking lead and then he stopped.
You can see the movement. I mean, you have to be able to check out that runner the last thing you do before you go home.
That foul will do it again. Well, I mean, look, today is not going to be one of those days where you're going to use this particular game for educational purposes.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can teach a person about walks. I mean, you either can throw a strike or you can't.
Runner goes, and a throw, and Basabe kept that from going into center field. Stolen base for Norby. It's his 8th.
Take a look at the throw going on the first base side of second base, and there's the play from Basabe, preventing that ball from going into center and giving up another 90 free feet. Yeah, I mean, when you have guys having a problem throwing strikes, I mean, well, it's a mechanical thing most of the time. Sometimes, you know, a guy just doesn't feel like he can trust his stuff, and he has to nibble. As a pitching coach, you have to find out what that issue is.
Got him. Beck's going to challenge. They got 2 challenges. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Beck's not 100% sure, and now he gets to walk to first.
And that's walk number 10 given up today by Giants pitching. It's so frustrating for a defense because the old saying about walks is you can't defend against a walk.
Here's Brett Sullivan. Sullivan's 0 for 2.
And the Rockies have really taken advantage of the walks. I mean, 7 of the walks that have been issued today have scored. All right, here's Killer Kowalski. That baby killer. He's a veteran. You know what Steve Kowalski will tell you? He hates walks.
My kind of guy. 0-2.
So much of this game is rhythm. I mean, any sport is that way. I mean, rhythm is everything. Nothing disrupts the rhythm of a defense more than walks. Nothing. You can take a defensive team's concentration and just take it right out the stadium, out the door.
High and deep down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is gone. So that makes it 13-7.
Well, Sullivan does it in an 0-2 count, and that makes it hurt more. And here, take a look. This is a pitch off the plate in. Really a nice job of digging one out for Sullivan, who's had a nice series swinging it.
And the hitter is going to be Tovar. This will be his first at bat. Tovar hitting at 209. And a swing and a foul right at home plate.
On base percentage this year, .255, really has struggled. And what the league has done with Tovar is they have thrown a lot of pitches out of the strike zone to him because he will chase.
And tight. It's 1-2.
Almost hit him.
Hit up the middle. Wasabi behind the bag is going to throw him out. So 2 outs, and here's McCarthy. McCarthy's walked a couple of times, and he's scored both times. And he's going to shoot one to left for a base hit. So McCarthy's first hit.
Yeah, nice opposite field swing of the bat.
Hits are now starting to come for the Colorado Rockies. This for the Rockies is they're 4-4 on this 3-city road trip.
Wow.
McCarthy goes, and they got him. And he had a huge jump. So that's going to end the inning. Giants now will come up, and they trail 13-7.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Provident Credit Union, make life easy. And by Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination.
(13-7) Rockies. We're going to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Time now for our powerful performance brought to you by Xfinity. 4 years ago today, Brandon Crawford walked off the Diamondbacks with a 2-run homer with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning off of Ian Kennedy, and it gave the Giants a 2-1 win. It was Crawford's 4th, and it was his final career walk-off home run. I miss that guy.
Yep, me too. (13-7). Is this Herget?
Jimmy Herget, the new pitcher now for the Rockies. 37th appearance on the year for Herget. And they give you a 2-seamer, but a lot of breaking balls, curveballs, sliders, and a split. A lot of off-speed stuff.
Those are the numbers for Herget. And for the Giants, it'll be Wasabi to lead things off. Wasabi had a double. He scored in the 3rd. That's when things were good. Hit on the hand in the 5th inning. And the pitch, and it's a called strike. Kavanaugh on deck.
Herget got a little funk to his delivery. But he releases the ball. I mean, he's really in an upright position. I mean, they've got some funkiness coming out of their bullpen now, which is not a bad thing.
There's a strike. 1-2.
Take a look at the motion. The low three-quarter release from Herget, but a very upright position when he releases the ball.
Two balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 is hit towards left field, but hanging up for Carrig. So here's Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh's got a couple of hits. Upped his average up to 257. One of those hits was a beauty. It was a bunt single. That pitch is wide. And a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Giants really have to answer. You're getting in the last 3 innings of this ball game. I mean, you're down 6 runs. You got to answer.
1-2. Yeah, you got to. If you can do it right away. Cavanaugh goes the other way, but it's at Tovar who moves to his right and makes the catch.
Well, earlier in the game today, with a runner at third base, Turner Hill comes up with a 2-strike, 2-out knock, and boy, did his family appreciate it. He's got himself a batting average and a souvenir. Let's go, kid.
Here he takes a strike. After that, he had an at-bat. With the bases loaded, it struck out. Here he takes high and wide. Wide again. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. He ran that in on his hands. Two and 2 with 2 outs. And a full count.
But one thing about Turner Hill, now we've had to see him a couple days. I mean, he will make a pitcher work. He's not afraid of 2 strikes. And he gets himself a walk. Good at bat.
If your team needs base runners to help win the game, then he did his job. Here's Kennedy. Kennedy half swing, kind of a check swing.
Yeah, big time movement exploding in on him. Kind of broke him down mid-swing. Late movement surprising a hitter. That's what causes a breakdown in his swing.
Not a bad pitch, called a ball to even the count. And a check swing foul. It's 1-2.
I saw the kid from the Cardinals that had 3 home runs yesterday in his major league debut.
He had 2 more today, huh?
0 for 5, 3 strikeouts.
They figured him out.
Game will humble you.
He didn't give the Cubs a chance to figure him out yesterday.
No, he didn't.
Kennedy out swinging to end the inning. We will head to the 8th. All right, Allstate good hands. Replay earlier today. This Giants fan had a great catch on a foul ball. Let's check it out. We'll be the judge of that. Yeah, he did make a nice catch.
Oh, yeah. You
Suppose he had a beer?
Didn't spill a drop.
What do you think, given a choice, you could get out of that guy? The beer or the ball?
Well, you couldn't get the beer.
Okay, so it would be the ball.
Yeah.
Here's Cole Carrick. And he's facing Trent Harris. Those are the numbers for Harris.
2 appearances so far. Pitched a lot better in his last outing. He loosened up a little bit. First inning he was, or the first outing he was pretty geeked up. That's what happens.
But he did settle down his next outing.
He did. Got good stuff. Yeah, mid-90s fastball, big curveball, right over the top. Everything's right over the top.
Batter's challenging the strike ball.
Cole Carrick's going to challenge this.
He was not enthusiastic about that call.
Call is confirmed with 50 strike. Colorado has 1 challenge remaining.
Meat.
Yeah, you got to try and throw that pitch again, don't you?
1, 2.
And he did, and he was a bit wide.
He's one of those guys, you're standing in the batter's box and he jumps at you. He's coming right at you right now. Got him. Oh, Cole.
Cole Carrick just blew his bat up.
Oh.
I mean, it's right there. And I think Brian Walsh, the plate umpire, enjoyed that. I mean, I would if I was him.
His teammates pick up scraps. Here's Moniak. Moniak's at bat that really hurt was in that 6th inning. He got the only hit. An inning where Colorado took the lead, scored 4 times with just 1 hit.
All right, here's the bat break from Carrick. Well, when the bat's fall.
Got him. I'm the manager. You know what I'd tell the bat boy? Don't get the bat. There's Castro. One.
That's tough for a bat boy not to go get the bat, though.
Well, no, I mean, Carrick breaks it, leaves the barrel on the ground.
Yeah. But, I mean, bat boys are like Labrador retrievers. You drop a tennis ball, they have to go get it. For bat boys, you drop a bat, they got to go.
Not a bad pitch, 2-1.
I mean, I think bat boys are kind of unsung heroes. They do a lot to keep the flow of the game going. What do you have to do to be a bat boy? You have to be able to pay attention.
Or end up last in your fantasy football league.
That's true. That is the penalty if you finish last in the Giants fantasy football league is spring training. You have to be a bat boy.
Down the left field line, foul. Unless you're Dave Fleming.
He had more fun with that than
he did.
Anybody in the history of the game.
He did.
He's ready. Umpire needs balls. Bats need to be picked up. Equipment need to be taken off the base runner and brought back to the dugout. He's ready.
He's going to shoot that one. Castro does into right field for a 2-out single. And you're really more than just a bat boy. By the time sometimes you get to the dugout, it looks like you've been shopping at Big Five.
Well, that's true. You got pads and bats and gloves and helmets and
Johnson rolls it foul. This goes back a couple of years. Dave was getting ready for his job and he's taking directions.
Come on.
Dave's wishing him luck.
I can't wait. Here we go. It's a lot of work. Let's get the gear on. We'll let you call a half an inning. That you don't want.
Bill Miller, the perfect umpire for that.
Perfect umpire. Bill Miller has as much fun as anybody in this game. And he enjoys a guy like Flynn coming out here, doing the task.
High to Johnson.
So he was paying your debt.
Yeah, Dave and I finished last in the fantasy football league.
Which was the first time that ever happened.
1 ball and 1 strike. 1-2.
All right, you wear that shirt, you get a ball. That's just the way the deal is. Gamers.
1-2 to Troy Johnson. Hit up the middle. Vasabi is going to make the play. He got him. Troy Johnson can't believe it. I had a hit. I was going down the line. I had a hit.
Not so fast, my friend. This is the big leagues after all, and that is a Gold Glove play.
It's 13-7. It's kind of a tale of 2 games today. The first half was a lot of fun. The second half, not so much.
Right now, new pitcher now for the Rockies will be Zach Agnos. Agnos coming into his 31st game of the year, 0-2 with a 5.77 ERA. And his fastball is mid to high 90s. He's got a cutter, slider, sweeper, splitter. He got everything, and he'll throw them.
Under the glove of Castro, and Castro to Tovar, and Tovar to Johnson, and it could be a hit.
Well, this is going to be an unusual play, but Tovar making it very close, and they're not going to challenge, so it is going to be a base hit. Made a pretty good effort right there.
Here's Gilbert. E5.
No, that'll get changed. That's no.
Good. I agree with you. Slowly hit. That's 1 and 2. So here's Devers. Yeah, we were having fun with Devers when he hit the home run in the second.
Yeah, that was a good time.
And he takes a strike. Hit a ball to the wall in left field in his last at bat. He would hit a lot of home runs in Denver because he hits the ball so high. And balls in Denver that are hit high, they just seem to carry a lot longer. One and 2.
I like the home run that he hit because the pitch before that, he hit it in McCovey Cove, foul.
He did.
And you're thinking, oh, if only that could have been fair. And then, whoop, he goes fair, and he hits it in McCovey Cove, a splash hit that got registered on the board today. Giants now with 110 splash hits in their history. So that was very cool.
High drive again. Like I said, he hits him so high, and that will end the inning. So we'll go to the ninth. All right, well, stay tuned right after the game. For Toyota Giants postgame live, Kylan Mills, Sean Estes, highlights, interviews, and more. They're going to really break down that sixth inning in this game, so it's coming up right after the game. Here's Foley facing Connor Norby.
Take a look at the numbers for Foley since he's come off the IL and gone through his rehab in Sacramento. This will be his 10th appearance here at the big league level.
Lifted to right.
Baseball saddened today with the news that Tommy John had passed away at the age of 83. And we're going to miss this man. He was a gentleman. He was a great pitcher, and we think he was a Hall of Famer. 288 career wins for Tommy John.
He will get in.
He will get in.
But as always, you kind of wish that they would have put him in while he was still around. But didn't face him a lot, but faced him right towards the end of his career.
He broke into the big leagues at age 20, and he pitched till he was 46 years old. And he was the very first guy to have, which is now referred to as the Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, he could have purchased a house with his meal money.
Well, he played that long, yeah. But he's just a good guy.
Jordan Beck, 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, you do wish that he would have been acknowledged in his lifetime for his career, which we think is Hall of Fame worthy, and I agree with you. It'll happen someday, but it'll be one of his family members that gives the reception or the speech when he receives the award. And the award that they give the Hall of Famer when he gets Hall of Fame is a ring. It's beautiful. Very, very conservative.
Beck takes a call third.
Take a look at strike three. Wraps around the outside corner.
Yeah, give Christian Koss a base hit. They changed it to a hit, which Mike said they would. And
well, Michael Duca, the official score today, I mean, he'll absolutely listen. There's Mike. And he'll go back and replay it a couple times, and then, you know, he could be talked into it. At least talked into the look. I mean, he's going to make the decision on his own, of course, but I think he made the right decision. But to get back to the Hall of Fame rings, I mean, they are really an understated piece of jewelry, but they mean so much. And the way that rings have sort of taken a whole new life in this generation.
a long run for Hill, and he'll stop right before the foul line and make the catch to end the inning. Bottom of the ninth coming up. (13-9-1) for the Rockies, 7-10-1 for the Giants. Agnos stays out there. He'll be facing Bryce Eldridge, Jung-Hoo Lee, and then Oslavis Wasabi. This is not the type of game that you wanted to have before you sit on a plane for 4.5, 5 hours.
Well, I mean, walks will do that to you. They'll grind you down mentally.
Here's Eldridge. And Eldridge takes a strike.
Batter's challenging the strike call.
So Eldridge going to challenge this. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Call's confirmed, the pitch is a strike. San Francisco has no challenges remaining.
Ball and 1 strike. What a job he did yesterday, Mr. Webb in the hoodie.
Masterful, ace-like, which is what he is.
One and 2. Started to go, but held up. In the dirt. Out of play. And another foul out of play. So Eldridge making Agnos work here in the 9th inning.
Well, he's making him throw everything he has. Four-seamer, sinker, sweeper, splitter, sinker, cutter. Why not?
Eldridge do it.
Well, he wasn't looking for a fastball.
He's kind of waiting all day for that one, and he took it.
And he's going to think about that when he lays his head down on the pillow tonight.
Look at that.
Well, he kind of gave up on it. Started off the plate in, and the movement brings it back. Good pitch.
Here's Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo hitless in 4 at-bats, which is so unusual for him. Jonah Cox looks like he's grabbed a bat, so he's on deck. This is hit off the end of the bat, and it may die, and it does. So Jung-Hoo is not going to be held hitless today.
That'll shorten the ride.
Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee picks up hit number 127, and he leads the Giants in hits. I mean, once Luis Arise left, it was going to be Jung-Hoo Lee who was going to lead this team in hits. So here's Jonah Cox. Jonah Cox had some at bats the other day that made you think that this young guy's got a shot.
Well, he left, and he really had a weakness for one pitch in one area, and that was a high fastball. And he's tightened things up to get to it.
Yeah, because that's all he was going to see.
That's all he was going to see. And that's exactly what the Rockies did when he first appeared off the IL. I mean, the one thing that's just so abundantly clear when you get to the big leagues is just how small the community is. And you know what the baseball world does after your game is over? They go watch another game, and then they watch another game. There's always somebody watching. And if they find a weakness in a guy's swing, it gets around the league like wildfire.
Cox goes down here for the second out and the second strikeout in the inning.
Getting him to a 1-2 count. He drops his hook on him. Good one right there. It's frustrating to young hitters because he doesn't know this guy. He's never seen him. And that's how you learn.
Cavanaugh fouls this one high and out of play.
I mean, your coaches can tell you everything the guy throws. Velocity, movement, how many pitches, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't mean anything until you get in the box and you actually see it.
This is bounce foul. Oh, 2 and a little comebacker, and this should do it. So the Rockies take the final game in this series, and in 3 series on this homestand, the Giants go 1-2 against all 3 teams. And this one, though, Mike, like I said, it's really kind of a tale of 2 games. The first half of this game was a lot of fun. The second half, not so much.
Well, and it also is a seasonal win for the Rockies. And, I mean, that's a big deal. This is something that the Giants, the Rockies have not been able to do to the Giants for a long time. And this year they did it.
So it took 3 hours and 8 minutes. The Giants will get on a plane. They will head to Cleveland, where they will play on Tuesday night. Right here, it's the final 13-7 Rockies are victorious, so thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Toyota Giants postgame live starts right now.